everybody? You're in the right place. This is where you want to be. The greatest show on earth. Welcome to Progressive Talk Live with Dusty Smith. Prog Talk! The show where we take a look at all the viral stories on social media. Hard word to say. Social media this week from a progressive viewpoint. How is everybody doing? Missed you guys over the weekend. Hope you had a good one. Hope you're all healthy and safe. Man, I didn't do much this weekend. I played that new Doom Eternal. You guys heard about this game? Apparently it was just released. And obviously I would never pirate. I don't do that. Pirating is wrong. But it is available on the pirate sites. I noticed. Not that I would ever download it. And I did go and I got a copy of it somehow. And I played it. And but I played it for like 10 hours this weekend. And then it crashed. My computer crashed. And then I guess I only had one save file. And the save file was corrupted. So like all my progress was gone. So I was like, well, fuck it. I'm never playing this game again. I quit. But anyway, it was pretty fun for the most part. I got like a good 10 hours of enjoyment out of it. So I can't complain about that. And other than that, folks, I watched this new documentary called Tiger King. Have you guys seen this shit? Oh, God, we're going to get into that at the top of the fucking show. But first off, let's talk about Patreon. Patreon.com/Codcast. I got my old Patreon going, but it's cool. Don't worry about it. If you guys want to support the show, as you know, most of the money goes to Human Aside Misfit Animal Sanctuary, where we rescue little dogs and kittens and give them forever homes, because we're amazing here. And you guys are amazing for supporting the show. And we're up to $1,000 a month, which is good. You know, we were at like $1,200 a couple months ago, and it kind of dropped off because people get mad at me and they leave and whatever. But we're growing slowly but surely, steadily. So please help the show if you can. $1 or $2 a month, whatever you can afford. It really means a lot, really goes a long way, and I really appreciate it. And also, Super Chats, lifeblood of the show, Super Chats. Let's see if the Super Chat window is working. Boom, it's working, but we don't have any Super Chats yet. No Super Chats yet, so hopefully that will change. But you guys know how it works. A little $sign down there, click on it, ask me whatever question you want to. More money you donate, the more serious I take your questions. So buy my love through the Super Chats. Awesome. Let's see what you guys got to say in the Just Chat window. How you guys doing? Really? Thank Glob. I have my glass on, so I can see what the fuck's going on. Thank God that song pushed out Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. I don't know what you're talking about, but that song that's at the beginning of my show is called The Greatest Show. It's from the movie The Greatest Showman or whatever, The Greatest Show with Hugh Jackman, who is one of my fucking heroes. Amazing movie. I love musicals because I'm 20% gay. So, cool. Oh my God, I see Dusty live for once. Hell yeah, you made it. The greatest show on earth, Dusty. Never need to color his hair. No, hell no. I don't have to color my hair no more. Just let it be white as fuck. Just own that shit. Got that daddy vibe going off. The women love it, so it's all good. Dusty, you got the fuzzies in the room. Let's see one. I have to catch one when they come close to me. There's none around me right now. I got Katana's over there sleeping, and Misty's sleeping, and there's Cece over there. There's Penguin over there. Baby Yoda's up there. We got these shelves all over the room. Like we have these shelves stacked up all across the room so they can jump on different levels and climb to the very top of the ceiling. So she's like up there at the top of the ceiling. Cat's got it fucking made, man. So when one of them comes around here, I will snag one, but they ain't around here yet. So did you see Schwarzenegger in Spa video? Nope, didn't see that. Did not catch that. Hi, from Belgium. How are you? And the cats, we are awesome. Stand alive. Staying alive. All right, Silver Server, hells yeah. All right, let's get on with the show, folks. Got a lot to cover tonight. Got a good show tonight, I think. I think we're going to do good. And I'm going to remember to actually move this thing over. I'm getting used to the new setup here, folks. The last show was a little bit rough, but it's getting better all the time. Here's one. Here's Miss Cece. Yeah, Cece want to be my star for a second. How you doing, baby? So pretty, Miss Cece. All right. She don't want to be a star. That's okay. Well, they saw you. They know you exist. That's all that matters. That was Miss Cece. All right, let's get on with the fucking show. Did I hit that button yet? Nope, I didn't hit the button. Gotta hit the button, Dusty. Gotta remember what the fuck you're doing. Yeah. So anyway, did you guys see this Tiger King bullshit? Oh my fucking God, folks. It's gonna play in the background a little bit, but this documentary had fucking everything, folks. Gonna make you mad, gonna piss you off. I'm gonna try not to get too many spoilers away, but this is the big new documentary on Netflix right now. This motherfucking thing is crazy ass story. It's about, in general, it's about this one guy in particular. who runs a tiger farm. But it's not just about him. It's about several of the big players who run tiger farms around the country. And basically, they all have their own individual cults. It's crazy as shit. Like, this guy's gay, so he has his little gay cult that revolves around his tiger farm. And there's another cult that's like this short, old, dumpy, chubby guy. And he has all these beautiful wives that work with him at the tiger farm. And basically, not to give too much away, folks, but you got to watch this shit. Not only is it really interesting, but there's information that everybody needs to know. The horrible shit going on at these tiger farms. Basically, it's so sad to talk about, but they make the bulk of their money by having people take pictures with the little tiger cubs. But the tiger cubs are only small for like 6 months or whatever. So what do you think they do with them after 6 months? They want to feed these cubs. The ones they don't sell. You know what they do with them? Yeah, they kill them. These fucking pieces of goddamn shit. Oh my God. And so this guy, one in particular, it's not a spoiler because it tells you this right at the beginning of the show. This one guy in particular, he hired someone, or he tried to hire someone to kill one of his rivals. It was a woman who runs an animal, I guess we'll call it a sanctuary. And she's trying to get all the animal farms, the tiger farms shut down. And so she basically targets him really hard because he's such a piece of shit. But even she has all this crazy stuff in her background where it looks like she also like murdered her husband. Maybe she did, maybe she's innocent. I don't know, but it kind of looks like she might have murdered her husband. So even she was sketchy as fuck. But anyway, got to watch this documentary. Highly recommended. Tiger King on Netflix. And the amazing part about it is how much footage of all this shit they had. This guy kind of reminds me of Trump in a way. This guy right here, narcissistic as fuck and just wanted to be famous regardless of what he had to do. So he had like cameramen following him around and filming everything because he was trying to like do some kind of YouTube show, I guess. And man, they got so much footage of everything. It's crazy. So anyway, highly recommend Netflix documentary Tiger King. And like, if you don't have Netflix, I would never pirate, of course. Just saying that it is available on the pirate sites. If you're inclined to do that sort of thing. I don't know any of the pirate sites off the top of my head. RBG, RARBG, just Google it. But I have no idea. That might be one. RBG might be one. I don't know. Like, what is pirating? I have no clue. Anyway, so did you guys see the Tiger King documentary? That shit was nuts. Fuck all these motherfuckers that did shut all these tiger farm downs immediately. These disgusting meth freaks. Just murdering tigers and making money. And don't ever go to these fucking tiger farms and have like your picture taken with these tigers and shit. You're just becoming part of the problem. Fuck everything about that bullshit. And next up, we're going to talk about Vanessa Hutchinson. Did you guys see that dumbass shit? So I feel sorry for her PR team. Whoever's in charge of her PR team, I know when they were watching this, they were screaming to themselves, "Shut the fuck up, Vanessa. God damn it. What are you doing, girl? You're going nuts." So I guess she was giving like a makeup tutorial on Instagram or some shit. And for some reason, she decided to say this.
Yeah, till July sounds like a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry. But like, it's a virus. I get it. Like, I respect it. But at the same time, like, even if everybody gets it, like, yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible. But like, inevitable? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, you know, people are going to die, but everybody's going to die eventually. Like, who really gives a shit? La-di-da-da-da, I'm pretty. So anyway, it did not go over well for her. She got immediately slammed by the internet, as she should. People making fun of her ridiculous bullshit. A couple people made videos like this one. Pretty funny.
Yeah, till July sounds like a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry. But like, it's a virus, I get it, like, I respect it, but at the same time, like, even if everybody gets it, like, yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible, but like, inevitable?
Yeah, people are gonna die. It's inevitable. Oh, God. Then she tried to walk it back somewhat. She's like, no, I, like, respect healthcare workers, go team, and all that, but the damage was already fucking done, and somebody posted this. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. And this is basically Vanessa Hutchinson, or Hudson, or however the fuck you pronounce her name.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
She's basically Farquhart's. You're gonna die, but it's fine as long as it's not me. And then Evangeline Lilly got in trouble for her goddamn stupidity. No, Evangeline Lilly, she was on Lost. She was the hot chick on Lost. And I think she's like Ant Woman or Ant Girl. I don't know which it is, but she's one of the little ant people in those Marvel movies. And anyway, she went public talking about how, yeah, she ain't worried about it. She ain't fretting. She ain't gonna fucking quarantine herself. Just dropped my kids off at gymnastics camp. They all wash their hands before going in. They are playing and laughing. Business as usual. And the post received significant backlash as thousands of comments accused Lilly of being selfish and not taking the spread of the virus seriously. Lilly responded to some of the concerned comments where she revealed that she is living with her father who has stage 4 leukemia. I am also immune compromised, she continued. I have 2 young kids. Some people value their lives over freedom. Some people value freedom over their lives. We all make our choices with love and respect. No, motherfucker, you can get other people sick. That's the problem. It's not just about you and your freedom. What the fuck you're talking about? Good goddamn, woman. So she got slammed, rightfully, also for her dumbass bullshit. And, what is her name? Sophie, whatever her name. The girl, I can't, would you move out of the way, Cat? Cat, please move. Move out of the way. Cat, half stash. Half stash. Move. Get out the fucking way, dude. Can you hand me the squirt bottle so I can get this cat out of the way, please? Because I can't see what I'm doing. Move, Cat. Thank you. All right, sorry, I couldn't see where to click on the goddamn thing because the cat's standing in front of my screen. All right, anyway, so this Sophie girl from Game of Thrones, she made a video with a big old box head making fun of Evangeline Lilly. And yeah, here's Stash. Here's the one that was blocking my screen. Stash all up in my shit, dude. Why you in my shit? Don't scratch me. Let's show them. Ah, okay. All right, fine. Nobody wants to be my star, goddammit. Literally, people supporting your asses, giving you treats and shit. You don't want to fucking show anybody how cute you are? What use are you? Anyway, so Sophie here made a video released on Twitter and whatnot, making fun of these people. Let's see what she had to say.
Stay inside. Don't be fucking stupid. Even if you count your freedom over, I don't know, what is it, like your health?
Yeah.
I don't give a about your freedom. You could be infecting other people, other vulnerable people around you by doing this. So stay inside, guys.
Yeah, you fucking idiots.
It's not cool and it's not big and it's not clever.
Nope. I agree with Boxhead,
And
girl.
that's the tea.
That's the fucking tea.
Stay.
You go, Sophie. Give them a red wedding. Murder everybody. Yay. So, anyway, that was the stupid goddamn celebrity bullshit for this fucking week. And, then, this week everybody thought Joe Biden was dead because, you know, he's supposed to be the leading presidential candidate for the Democrats, and he kind of was a no-show all week. He kind of disappeared when this is the perfect time. He should be out there in the public every day giving his response to Trump's bullshit, giving confidence to the nation that he can handle this crisis. But he blew it, of course, because, you know, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he fucking blow it? So everybody was like, hey, we think he might be dead. We think Joe Biden is fucking probably dead. They're just trying to figure out how they're going to handle it and make sure Bernie doesn't get the nomination, even though Joe Biden's clearly dead. But anyway, apparently he showed back up. Was it today or yesterday? Made a new video, and people are already conspiratorial about it. They're like, this video was from last week. He's wearing the same exact outfit as his virtual town hall on the 14th, and nah, it's not. It's a new video, folks. And like, oh my God. I mean, I guess it was okay. But he's not a good candidate. He's not lively. He doesn't speak well. He doesn't embolden confidence in people or any of that shit. So we'll watch the best part. This is the part that he released like on his own Twitter. This is the best part of it.
President Trump and Mitch McConnell are trying to put a corporate bailout ahead of millions of families. You know, it's families. It's simply wrong. We should be focusing on families. The White House and the United States Senate Republicans have proposed a $500 billion slush fund for corporations with almost no conditions. And you don't have to tell Americans where it's going to go for months. You don't have to explain what you did with it. The Trump administration could allow money for stock buybacks, for executive pay, Republicans refuse to increase Social Security at the same time, to forgive student loans, to take the necessary steps to stop evictions, ensure food and nutrition for vulnerable families. Senator McConnell should immediately allow a bipartisan vote on aggressive measures to help small businesses, workers, communities, so they reflect what they need and so they can get moving, so we can help them now. This is a time to help families, communities, and small businesses. People trying to pay their mortgages or their rent, student loans, urgent bills. They need help. They shouldn't have to pay for a corporate handout before they get the help they need. They need the help now.
It's my money and I want it now. I need to call J.G. Wentworth. But anyway, oh my God, folks. He's just not on Bernie Sanders' level. It's just ridiculous how much better the Bernie Sanders is at speaking than both Trump and this guy. It's so frustrating that it doesn't look like Bernie's going to get the nominee. Like I don't want to say I want Joe Biden to die so that Bernie could get the nomination. That just sounds really mean, but I don't know. Like, something needs to happen, folks. I mean, if he gets the nomination, I will support him. For we've gone through the policies, and it's because of the policies. The policies are better, and yeah, but still, like, he's not energetic. He's not likable. He's not relatable, and this is bad. So apparently, the reason he was gone all week was because they were building a studio, a TV studio in his basement, so he could have these kind of chats regularly with the American public. Like, why would that take 4 or 5 days? It wouldn't. Like, I do a better show sitting in my fucking bed than he's doing there. He's like, I don't know if you noticed, but that was like a green screen and shit. And like here, like I have a green screen that pops up behind me. It like collapses down this metal case to make it cat free, and then I just pop it open and pull it up behind me, and then I have 3 TVs in front of me. This TV over here has OBS on it, which is the operating system I use to run the live programming. Right here in front of me is the screen that shows me what you guys are seeing, and over here I have the chat window up so I can see what all the chats are up here and everything. And then I have lights over here, lights all the way fucking around me, right? And it didn't take very long to set this up. I'm not like a presidential candidate that has a lot of money to do this, so I don't know what the fuck took him so long. And then there were some awkward moments. A lot of people are kind of, in my opinion, sort of blowing this out of proportion. But at the same time, I understand, you know, why this is embarrassing. I guess his, what is the cat's doing? Back up, cats. Behind my TV. It is hard to do a live show, as you can see. There's all kinds of shit that happens, and so there can be awkward moments when you're live, and especially if you have like technical difficulties, which apparently he's having difficulty here with the teleprompter, or I assume he's using a teleprompter, not cue cards or some shit. So it's kind of an awkward moment that you can blow these things out of proportion if you want to, but it is kind of embarrassing.
Up the number of responders dealing with these crush of cases, and in addition to that, we have to make sure that we
can't see it
we are
because
in a
I'm covering
position
it up.
that we are.
He's basically waving his hand on the side over here.
And in addition to that, we have to make sure that we are in a position that we are. Well, let me go to the second thing. I've spoken enough of that. The president must use the Defense Production Act. Beef up the number of...
So anyway, you know, just a slight awkward moment, but I've seen that everywhere. Everybody kind of making him look bad for it, and I think they're going to do that with every one of his gaffes. You're like, you don't pronounce that word right, Dusty. Fuck y'all. If you're watching this show in hopes I'm going to pronounce shit right, you're going to be very sad very quickly. But anyway, yeah, like everything he does from now is going to be blown out of proportion like this to make him look bad, which is another reason why he's such a terrible fucking candidate, right? Not looking forward to having to defend him. It should be easy because, you know, his opponent is Trump, you know, one of the worst human beings on the fucking planet, the worst president we've ever had by far. So it should be easy, but like I hate having to defend him just because his policies are better. Not a good candidate in my opinion. But like I agree with what David Pakman is saying here. Like David Pakman has actually been a mature, sober voice. It's like David Pakman and like Cal Kalinske, but Cal Kalinske seems to have gone off the deep end, in my opinion, a bit on this kind of stuff. And of course, he's way more popular because that's what puts asses in seats. When David Pakman is just trying to be kind of the mature adult in the room, and he is much less popular, as you can imagine. But what he says here, you know, I agree with.
I have never said vote blue no matter who. And in fact, I've said quite the opposite. All along, I've said I evaluate candidates and decide who's better. It's not a party analysis. And then I say, do I prefer this person to Donald Trump, or do I prefer Donald Trump? Vote blue no matter who would be saying, I'm not evaluating candidates. I'm merely going to vote based on whether someone is a Democrat. That's not what I do. Biden is better than Trump on a number of different issues. I've talked about a lot of them. And of course, all of these are up for debate. On judges, including the Supreme Court, I don't want Trump choosing Ruth Bader Ginsburg's replacement. I want Biden choosing Ruth Bader Ginsburg's replacement. If you would prefer it be Bernie, great. That's not the choice. The choice is Biden or Trump, and I prefer Biden. Advocating for.
Yeah.
I have never
Dead
said
on.
vote.
Like, he's not a good candidate, but the policies he's way better. The things he's most likely to implement are far better, going to help far more people, and people are going to suffer if we let Trump stay in office for another 4 years and don't pass these more progressive policies that Biden has on his platform. It's just sad. I wish it wasn't true, but it is. So, like, what you fucking gonna do, right? But thanks for keeping it real there. David Packman, is that his name? Anyway, let's check the chat real quick. I don't want to not read the guys who were talking on Twitch and Facebook. Facebook says, Devin Pitts, hey, Dusty, I remain skeptical about the virus scam. Okay, but you're entitled to your opinion. The military made the mistake of making me a nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare trainer. None of the numbers add up to a model that justifies this response. Yes, I understand you moved on from the subject, no problem, or not discussing it. Okay, well, like, I'm kind of listening to what the CDC says and what the doctors say and what the scientists say, and they don't seem to agree with you, so I don't know. Like, I'm no expert in any of this shit, so I just listen to what the experts say. So, that's me. Dave's been putting in work. Live stream during the Press Daily's propaganda brief. Yeah, Dave's doing a good job, in my opinion. He should be more popular than he is. They know that by not voting for Biden won't teach the DNC a lesson. They are just doing this to get money from stupid people. No, yeah, it's like I didn't teach them a lesson with Hillary. It's not going to teach them a lesson with Biden. Just more people are going to suffer. It's silly, but hello, Katie Centers. How you doing? If you guys want to go watch me on Twitch, Twitch TV /Dusty Smith is my Twitch channel. And also be sure to follow me on Twitter at Cult of Dusty 1, Cult of Dusty 1, Cult of Dusty 1. It used to be Cult of Dusty, but somebody, not saying who, but somebody's fan base had the account. It took me 10 years to build up, permanently banned on Twitter. So now I'm Cult of Dusty 1 instead. Don't know who that was, but you guys can guess. All right, let's see what you guys have to say in the chat. Just chat. Let me read the super chats first. Super chats, Lifeblood Show super chats. Breaking Bad 094. I guess I'll move this over here so we can read it. Breaking Bad 094. Does it feel like once we elect Bernie, we can no longer make fun of Trump for his word malfunctions? I mean, no. You can still make fun of him. You can make fun of Biden, too. You don't have to stop making fun of either one of them for their word malfunctions. It's fair game, as long as you don't make 20 videos making fun of Biden, or 20 Twitter posts making fun of Biden for every one you make fun of Trump. You know, at least you should be making more shitting on Trump than you do shitting on Biden, but it doesn't mean you have to ignore any bad thing Biden does. I wouldn't say that. What's up, Ben Porter? How you doing? Thanks for $2. Appreciate that. HS Ross, $10 Canadian. Of course, if, as it looks like, Biden is the nominee, we have to vote for him. But I think it's good for Bernie supporters to threaten not to vote for him if he doesn't move to the left or move him left. Yeah, like, I understand why they're doing it while we're still in the primary. I understand having to make it look like they're not going to vote for Biden regardless, so that it makes people more likely to vote for Bernie. I get that. I'm just hoping that once it's clear, once Bernie drops out, if that happens, cooler heads will prevail and people will be more adult about it and actually start, you know, backing Biden instead of this ridiculous narrative that they would rather Trump get elected or whatever again. We'll see what happens. Like, if they don't, I'll call them out for it. And if they do, then I will pat them on the back for it. That's about all they can do. HS Ross, $5. By the way, awesome job with the show. Sorry I can almost never catch it live, but I always watch it later. Keep up the great work. I appreciate that. Very nice of you to say. I'm here in quarantine, jacking it, playing video games. How are you doing, Dusty? I am doing amazing. Haven't masturbated a couple days, so I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. I'm not even sick or anything. I gotta get back on it. My dick is mad at me. Thank you for that. Joshua Gonzalez, HS Ross, thanks for advocating for the Tigers. Ain't no problem. You guys need to watch that fucking documentary. That shit was crazy as fuck. Makes me angry. This fucking window is not doing very well. Let me just go back to the live. You guys can see what the fuck I'm talking about. I gotta get it better. Why is it still? Oh, why is this thing big? Like, how the fuck did that get so big? Let me shut that shit down. Where is it? I think it must be the window capture here. Boom. Fuck off. There we go. Much better. FRBE 0101, $5. Donating all of my labs N95 masks tomorrow. Going to the university when it's locked down. That's going to be creepy. Yep. Good on you. I heard like Facebook had like hundreds of thousands of masks they've been stockpiling. Like, why the fuck Facebook stockpiling masks? Yeah, I have like 45,000 employees, dudes. At least they're donating them. That's crazy. C. Bishop Davis, $5. I once got arrested for a joke, but don't worry, it was a setup. Okay, what joke was it? That must have been a bad joke. Lobo, $10. Hey, yo, homie. Have you been to the grocery store anything in the past week? Long lines here in Southern California, but I needed fudge and food. Yes. I went to Wally World, and Wally World is crazy, man. Not only is the toilet paper sold out, all the ramen sold out. They didn't have sugar. Didn't have cat litter for a while. Just all the meat's gone. Everything. It's crazy. And then I went to another local grocery store. I like to shop at the little local grocery store here as much as possible. And the lines were literally, the checkout lines were down the aisles to all the way to the back of the store. And every cart in front of me just was stocked to the like tippy top of the cart with food. It took me like 2 hours just to check out. Crazy as shit. Like, I've literally never seen any of this type of thing in my life. Even the liquor store was closed. Not that I would go buy liquor or anything, folks, because drinking is bad, but I did notice it was fucking closed. It had a big sign on the door that said, COVID-19 virus, we closed. And I'm like, holy shit, dude. It's the end of days when the fucking liquor store's closing. The hell. But anyway, thank you for that. Appreciate that. Victoria Kanye, what's up, Victoria? Please tell all the dust buddies that this virus is no joke. Been sick for a week and it blows. Take care, all. Definitely no joke, folks. It's scary. I've heard the medical providers say that people are just like fine. They have like a few symptoms and whatnot. They don't feel that great, but they're not that bad off. And then immediately they're like respiratory failure. Had to be put on ventilators like overnight. It's scary as shit. So definitely try to avoid social contact with people. Try to take all the necessary steps. It definitely ain't no fucking joke. We're underprepared for this because we have the dumbest motherfucker in history as our president. So we're already really behind on all this stuff. So do whatever you can to help ease the situation. Vico Wando, $10 or 10 pounds, says, basically watch you and David here on YouTube. Thanks for keeping it up. Happy to finally catch a live show, Dusty. Hey, I appreciate you finally making the live show. I tried to do a couple earlier shows last week. The last show I did, apparently YouTube decided not to advertise it to my subscribers, so almost nobody showed up for it. Now I was thinking, holy shit, I was depressed. I was thinking the ratings are just really low because no one gives a fuck, but I think it was a YouTube problem. I think it did better tonight. I think it advertised it to most people tonight, but like I don't know why the fuck it did that. It's crazy. And also want to ask you guys advice. What do you guys think about the title for the show? Should I just like I'm doing it now? I'm calling the show like Progressive Talk Live Episode 5, and I used to do it where the title would be like the 4 main topics I was going to talk about instead of the title. I'm not sure if I should do that or not. I'm not sure if it really matters. So what did you guys think about that? And FRB 0101, $5. If Biden wins, we progressives can't try again in 4 years because there is no way he is going to be able to run for a second term. We progressives can try again. Yeah, we can try again in 4 years. Even if he does run for a second term, we can put somebody else in there. And it seems like also he's like looking for a vice presidential candidate that might could take over in 4 years if he gets sick or something. So there might be some alternatives to Joe Biden. Anyway, thank you for the super chats. More super chats, please. Oh, we got one more. Spanky Weasel. What's up, Spanky Weasel? How you doing? Good to see you tonight. $10. Call to Dusty. Won't most people cash Trump's check and vote for his opponent? I know I will. Have some fuzzy money, sir, and keep doing your thing. Yeah, like, I mean, Trump's base is going to vote for him regardless. But a lot of people realize that this whole stimulus plan where he's going to send everybody $1,200 is just throwing us crumbs just to make us okay with the slush funds he's setting up to bail out his billionaire friends. That's all they're doing. They're throwing us a pittance. It's not really going to it'll help a little bit, but it's not going to help nearly as much as we need it to help, especially with all the people who are out of jobs right now. Unemployment is rising, can't pay their fucking rents. So we need like Bernie's plan, $2,000 a month for the foreseeable future. Even Biden's plan is not horrible. Even Biden's plan calls for like unemployment insurance for everybody who's out of work and 100% paying for everybody who needs healthcare due to the coronavirus testing and treatment both. So, you know, it's way better than Trump's. Put the topics. Okay, put the topics. I guess I will start doing that now again, putting the topics back in the description of the video. Thank you for your suggestion. Appreciate that. Show them the vids coming out of Italy or the ER room with people in masks and dying and shit. Yep, it's definitely no joke. Still joking here in Australia about the virus. What can you do? Nearly got bashed. Oh, okay. As long as you're not like spreading misinformation, I guess joking is fine. Like I don't know how funny it is, but I'm sure I've told some jokes about it, so I'm not going to be too big of a hypocrite about it. Let's see what the regular chat has to say. Regular chat. What does the regular chat have to say? Yo. Need to put my glasses back on because I can't see. Yang was a Johnny come lately. Yeah, you know, at least Yang got the universal basic income out there into people's mental vocabulary so we can start talking about this issue in the future. That's good. Colton doesn't. You got to check out this Christian channel, A Call for an Uprising, putting out insane theories about the coronavirus being a satanic hoax. 500k subscribers. All right, well, send me some videos on Cult of Dusty 1 on my Twitter channel. That'd be great. I voted for Bernie in the primary. Unfortunately, he didn't win. It's like poker. You got to play with the cards you got. I know, right? You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. Kenny Rogers died, and that really sucks. I'm kind of look like Kenny Rogers a little bit myself, ain't I? The new gambler. But, yep. Rest in peace, Kenny Rogers. Wish you wouldn't have got all that plastic surgery. Made you look totally different at the end. But, hey, you know, that's none of my business, I guess. What if Obama is Biden's VP? I don't think that's legal. I think there's some kind of legal rule that keeps Obama from being Biden's vice. I think so, but not 100% on that. All right. Let me continue on with the show. Gonna remember to actually switch it over to live scene this time. I forgot to in the last show like a dumbass. So you guys hear about this? Hobby Lobby and the president. Owner David Green is telling store managers to stay open despite the pandemic because his wife had a vision from God. He also warns they'll have to tighten their belt soon. His net worth is $6.4 billion. Hourly employees don't get paid sick leave. Yep, eat the rich, folks. These fucking pieces of shit. In my family, Barber is the prayer warrior. Today, that title takes on such a different meaning than I ever imagined before because we are at war with this latest virus. To quote the late Dr. Billy Graham, we are to pray in times of adversity, lest we become faithless and unbelieving. We are to pray in times of prosperity, lest we become boastful and proud. We are to pray in times of danger, lest we become fearful and doubting. We are to pray in times of security, lest we become self-sufficient. Yeah, pray always. They want to keep you mentally enslaved to this ideology, so we're always thinking about it, regardless of what is happening in your life. But nothing fails like fucking prayer. In her quiet prayer time this week, the Lord put on Barbara's heart. Look, imagine the narcissism. Think the all-knowing, all-powerful God in the universe is speaking directly to fucking you. If that happens, you're probably schizophrenic. You need to go get help. He put it on her heart. 3 profound words to remind us he's in control. Guide, guard, and groom. We serve a God who will guide us through this storm. Well, if God is all-powerful, why is he causing all these people to die in the first place? Why is he causing all this misery and suffering to begin with? Like, fuck your God. If he can prevent this shit and he's not doing it, why would you worship this monster? Who will guard us as we travel to places never seen before. Don't travel. Stay at the fuck home. That's the whole goddamn problem. Keep your dumb billionaire ass at home, dickless. And who, as a result of this experience, will groom us to be better than we could have ever thought possibly before now. Fuck your grooming. Isn't that what pedophiles do? I don't want to be groomed. Stop the virus, God. Stop it immediately. And if you don't, then fuck you. But anyway, that asshole ain't giving his employees like correct living wages, ain't giving them time off. But yet you guys got to come to work because God told my wife you'll be fine. Oh my God. Like, maybe take these people's money away from them and put them in jail. I don't know. Just saying, maybe put them in jail. That's what I think. And the Dow Jones dropped another 582 points today, almost 600 points. We are now down about 1,500 points below it was when Trump took office. So every bit of the bump, and I say bump, really wasn't a bump. It was just a natural progression of Obama's economy. Like the stock market went up. It was 8,000 when Obama took office. When he left office, it was almost 20,000. So it almost tripled under him. It went up 160% under him. And now it's like negative 5% under Trump so far. So every good bit of economy we had is completely wiped out. No, it's not 100% his problem. I'm not saying it's 100% his problem. Not saying that. But a lot of it is because the whole world doesn't have confidence in his idiocy. And it is because of shit he did, like he disbanded the agency that was fucking supposed to be put in place to take care of pandemics. Misstep after misstep after misstep by the worst president in the history of the country. So yeah, that has a lot to do with it. If he takes credit for it going up, he's got to take blame for at least partial blame for it going down, in my opinion. So then he's out there making jokes about Mitt Romney having to quarantine himself, and he's like, "No, I'm not being sarcastic at all." No, but he's clearly being sarcastic and kind of taking a shot at Romney because Romney dared come out against him on a couple issues.
Romney, Senator Lee,
Senator Gardner, Senator Rick Scott.
Senator Rick Scott also. Two of them were in contact with
Rick is
with
coming out.
With the critical stimulus package vote expected.
Romney's in isolation?
Yes.
Gee, that's too bad. Go ahead.
What a fucking dick, man. That's the president of the United States. Gee. Such a petty, vindictive asshole. The cruelty is the point, folks. That's why so many assholes love Trump. They love it. They love how unpresidential and cruel he is. They love the bullying. This is the mentality of these people. Just disgusting human beings. So, of course, our country is in the midst of one of the greatest pandemics in the history of our country. One of the greatest threats to the American way of life. Healthcare industry. Having trouble keeping up with respirators and masks, and they're wholly unprepared for this situation. So, of course, our president writes a letter to Kim Jong-un, the brutal dictator of North Korea, telling him that we want to help you guys. Yeah, let's help North Korea. When our country is so far behind the curve on this, it's unbelievable. Instead of helping our country catch up in the way that we need to, he's trying to ensure some kind of political victory with brutal dictators. So I guess maybe he's hoping Kim Jong-un will, I guess, be more inclined to discuss or slow down his military drills, discuss peace, so Trump can get some kind of political win going into the election. Just madness, folks. Fucking madness. I agree with news and stuff. Nurses and doctors are running out of supplies. Hospitals are running out of space. The economy has gone to shit. Millions don't have paid sick leave and have no other income. So the president reaches out to Kim Jong-un to offer help to North Korea. Yep, that's the insanity we fucking live in, folks. It's almost like we shouldn't have elected a game show reality host to be the president of the United States. I don't know. And he did do something sort of good. I want to give him credit. But even the way he did this leaves a lot to be desired. Kind of is a mask off moment. So he's been hearing a lot of people complain to him about how calling the coronavirus the Chinese virus is causing violence. The shitheads that follow him, the same people that are running around telling anybody who's brown to go back to where they came from, just like he does. Speak English, go back to where you came from. Well, all across the country, like, Asians have been attacked because shitheads like Trump are associating the coronavirus with people that it has nothing to do with, people that had no role in any of this. So he's taking shit for it, and he's finally gone on Twitter to try to, I guess, mitigate it a little bit. He said, it's very important that we totally protect our Asian American community in the United States and all around the world. They are amazing people, and the spreading of the virus is not their fault in any way, shape, or form. They are working closely with us to get rid of it. We will prevail together. What is this they and us thing, though? It's just us. There is no they and us. Asian Americans are just Americans, just like everybody else. It kind of just shows you how he thinks about minorities, though, and anybody that's just not an old white dude, basically. Them against us, them and us. But at least he said that. I'll give him credit for at least saying that, right? It's better than not saying that. At least he's sort of understanding the harm in it a little. I hope they'll quit doing it. If he doesn't quit doing it, then of course it's just empty words, which I wouldn't be surprised. And of course, he says he's not actually going to listen to the doctors. We might shut the country down for a couple weeks, but hey, we don't want the cure to be worse than the fucking disease, right? We don't want to destroy our economy and lose money. Sure, tens of millions of people might have to die. But at least the economy will be saved. That's basically what he's saying here. Maybe we should listen to the doctors, is all I'm going to say, instead of this bullshit.
Or don't forget the doctors. If it were up to the doctors, they may say, let's keep it shut down. Let's shut down the entire world. Because, again, you're up to almost 150 countries. So let's shut down the entire world. And when we shut it down, that would be wonderful. And let's keep it shut for a couple of years. You know, we can't do that. And you can't do that with a country, especially the number one economy anywhere in the world, by far. Number one economy in the world. You can't do that. Because, well, it causes bigger problems than the original. That's why I talk about the cure being worse than the problem.
So look for them to push this idea. The cure is worse than the problem. We have to open the fucking businesses back up and kill people. I mean, yeah, the government could bail out the people. We could institute some kind of universal basic income, even if it has to be temporary. We could do all this. There's plenty of money for war. There's plenty of money to bail out the billionaires and the corporations. But nah, folks, we're going to just let the common people die. Because you motherfuckers got to go back to work. Think about the economy. Think about the money. All your lives are a dollar sign to these people. That is what unfettered capitalism has always brought to us. And it gets worse, though. These motherfuckers. Like Charlie Kirk. I agree with rational disconnect here. Look at these schools. A minimum of 9.8 million dead Americans is just a mosquito to him. The state of his stock portfolio is so tragic. Yet President Trump is right. We can now allow our reaction to be worse than the virus. This is so tragic. Are we trying to kill a mosquito with a missile? Yeah, just a mosquito. 10 million deaths. Just a mosquito, folks. Real Donald Trump is spot on. We have to get our economy back. Well, maybe we got a leader that people felt comfortable with, that gave the American people and the world confidence. Maybe the economy will come back then. Just an idea. Maybe we should have a buffoon running everything. Just my thoughts on the matter. And yep, this idea is spreading all over the place. What does one call the guess some people gotta die stage of capitalism? And that's what's going on right now. America's gonna have to go back to work very soon, even if that means there are more casualties from COVID-19 than would occur under this continued extreme shutdown. It's a hard thing to say, but it's a reality and we need to accept and act on it. Yeah, your lives don't mean shit. I gotta be honest, I'm weirded out by this whole thing. If there's another time in history when a country purposely destroyed its own economy, I'm not talking about mistakes or bad policies or war. I'm talking about purposely pointing at its citizen and barring them from work. I'm not an expert. But why wouldn't this work? Open the economy up. Let young people and health people work and feed themselves and their family. Yeah, let's put the young in harm's way. Even though we've seen that young people are still getting very sick from this and dying all over the place, let's just send them to work. That seems like a good idea. Quarantine nursing homes, tell other, especially at-risk people, to remain home from now. Test aggressively and quarantine the infected. Yeah, all right, Matt Walsh. Extreme measures to flatten the virus curve is sensible for a time to stretch out the strain on health infrastructures, but crushing the economy, jobs, and morale is also a health issue and beyond. Within a very few weeks, let those with a lower risk of disease return to work. How about no? How about we bail out the people for a while until we're absolutely sure we've got this thing under control? How about putting people's lives over dollars? Especially since we just print the shit anyway, right? But nope, your lives are worth nothing to these people. And, oh my fucking God, folks. It's hard to believe this is real life. It's hard to believe this is real life. These are the big genius thinkers in the conservative movement. Here's Candace Owen. President, real Donald Trump, has done more to curb this illness than any president in the history of the United States has ever done. It's a new virus. It's literally a new fucking virus. No other president in history has had to face this virus. He also is responsible for 100% of the deaths caused by this virus, isn't he? 100% of the deaths have taken place under the Trump administration. True? Yes. Good Lord, they'll literally say anything to prop up this fucking idiot. And they get rewarded for it. They get rewarded for this stupid shit all fucking day long, and her bad takes never stop. Hey, conservatives. Some states are now letting people out of the jails, shutting down businesses and arresting fewer people because of coronavirus. My thoughts? Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty or safety. And Sean's right on. Am I misreading this, or is Candace Owens here conflating liberty with arresting people and keeping them in jail? That's exactly what she's doing. War is peace, folks. Freedom is slavery. It's 1984 bullshit. These goddamn authoritarians. Yeah. We need to lock people up for freedom. And of course, most of it's just like low-level drug people that should be locked up anyway. Because who gives a fuck if you smoke weed, right? But yeah, let's throw them all in jail. The more people we throw in jail, the freer we are. Isn't that right, folks? These goddamn grifters, it's just so stupid. And Mitch McConnell, this is the shit the Republicans are trying to pass, wants to give this guy, literally, they're like Bond villains. Steve Mnuchin, did I pronounce his name? Mnuchin? I don't know. That's hard to pronounce. The discretion to decide how to dole out $500 billion in taxpayer funds and then allow him to hide the identity of the bailout recipients from the public for up to 6 months. This does not seem like a good idea. No, they're trying to do this all in secret, folks. They're trying to bail out their rich buddies again. This is what always happens. And they asked Trump about it, and he's like, hey, I will be the oversight for it. Don't worry, folks. You don't have to know what's going on. I'm on top of it. So you can be assured that Trump's going to end up with a large sum of this money himself. He's going to bail out his own fucking Trump hotels and casinos or whatever. I guess he doesn't have casinos anymore because that went bankrupt, but his hotels and his golf resorts and shit. That's the kind of oversight this guy's going to do. You know, it's just so ridiculous. Drain the swamp! How stupid you have to be to believe any of this bullshit. And people are like blaming the Democrats for not going along with this. Even people on the left. Oh my God. Trump is running to the left of the Democrats. They're trying to postpone the payments to the people. But yeah, it's just like this. Democrats, we need to actually do our job and help people. Republicans, okay, here's a bill where poor people all get to share one single hot dog, and rich people each get to print as much money as they want. And Democrats are like, no. And the media, bill fails to pass due to partisan squabbling. It's all the fucking Democrats' fault for not giving in to this corrupt-ass bullshit that won't actually help the people that need to be helped. Just such a dog and pony show. And I agree with Sarah Silverman about this. Liz Cheney, God damn it, says, Senate Democrats are blocking emergency relief from Americans suffering from our public health and economic crisis. Lives are on the line, literally. Quit playing politics and pass the ball. And Sarah Silverman said, it's because it's filled with corporate bailouts that leave working Americans vulnerable, Liz. Why do you always only care about the corporations? What about the fucking people? And folks, you want to know how bad it is? You want to know how bad all this shit is? This guy is literally the Secretary of Commerce of the United States. And he is going to go on this program, this was back in January, and he is literally going to say, the coronavirus is going to be good for American jobs. It's possible we're going to have 20% unemployment, folks. The economy has tanked in the last 3 months since he said this, 2.5 months since he said this. These are the fucking idiots, the ghouls that Donald Trump is putting in charge of our financial affairs. Listen to this stupid fucking bullshit.
You could seriously see the Chinese economy come to a halt. And given the large percentage of global growth that China commands, does that actually threaten what you're just saying?
Well, first of all, every American's heart has to go out to the victims of the coronavirus. So I don't want to talk about a victory lap over a very unfortunate, very malignant disease. But the fact is, it does give businesses yet another thing to consider when they go through their review of their supply chain. On top of all the other things, because you had SARS, you have the African swine virus there, now you have this. It's another risk factor that people need to take into account. So I think it will help to accelerate the return of jobs to North America, some to U.S., probably some to Mexico as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we're all going to die, folks. We're all doomed. These are the fucking idiots in charge of everything. Yeah, Trump's a genius. We need people in the fucking government to run everything like it's a business. And you can see when he said this, the Dow was at 28,476, and now it's at like 18,000. It's lost 10,000 points since he said this shit. Good fucking goddamn, y'all. And Micro, you know who Micro is, the guy from Dirty Jobs. Yeah, I've known him for a long time. He's a dumbass. He's a conservative-leaning fucking moron. And so here he is on Fox predicting that we're going to see what capitalism is really about. Coronavirus is going to teach us just how amazing capitalism is. What a fucking hot take this is.
Obviously, this is not it shouldn't be a political thing. And I don't want to make it a political thing. But my answer to your question in general terms is this virus, we're going to see what capitalism is really all about. When we have these big conversations about the direction the country is headed and what direction the country ought to be headed, this is a chance.
Uh-oh, it's hating Micro now.
Unlike anything I've ever seen, for corporate America to step up and do what the government simply can't do. Obviously, the government has a primary role in this, but I don't think they can do it alone. And I'm actually really heartened. You know, 3M and Roush and General Motors and a lot of these smaller companies, too, who have completely retooled and retrofitted. You know, I'm looking at these distilleries who are now making hand sanitizer. It's big and it's small, it's micro, it's macro. It's everybody doing what they can in a way that I think could ultimately make about the most compelling case for capitalism that we've seen in our lifetime.
Oh my God, that's right, folks. Corporations are going to save us. Yeah, the same corporations that haven't paid people a living wage or given enough sick time to get over this and has caused such a discrepancy in the wealth in this country that so much of the country can't afford to be off work for a few weeks because so many people are living paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, they're going to save us, folks. The billionaires are going to save us. Oh my God, can you imagine being this dumb motherfucker? Why is this guy popular? Holy goddamn fucking shit. Yeah, capitalism's doing great, folks. Even McDonald's is shutting down. You know shit's getting horrible when McDonald's is shutting down. McDonald's are closing. The 24 hours money-making machine, biggest global giant, is closing. If that isn't an indication that you need to stay the fuck home, I don't know what is. Hell, I saw Walmart. My local Walmart is not going to be open 24 hours anymore. They're only going to be open like 8 hours a day now, or not 12 hours a day now. They're shutting down at like 8 or 9 o'clock at night now. Never seen that shit before. They usually open on Christmas. Gonna shut down. So yeah. Shit's getting serious, and the corporations ain't gonna fucking save us. Good goddamn, y'all. And of course, Bernie Sanders, he's the only one out here acting presidential. He's like our default president right now in these times of need. Some of my Republican colleagues are calling for a $1,000 one-time check to Americans. Really? That'll last you 2 or 3 weeks. What happens after that? We need to give every person in this country $2,000 a month for the duration of this crisis. Fuck yes, we do. Absolutely. Please get this man in the White House stat. Like one of the only things that's going to save us. Fucking Bernie Sanders. Shit, man. Just crazy. Trump want to help this country? Resign and just like... I know you can't do this. But just like... put Bernie Sanders in the White House instead of you. I might then have a more glowing view of you instead of the abject hatred for you I have now. But he won't do it, obviously. Obviously, that's a joke. All right, let's take a break and read the chats real quick before we continue on with the show. Let's see what you guys got to say in the chatty chat. Chatty chat, motherfucking chat. First off, let's check the Twitch Facebook chat. They have their own little chat over here on Twitch Facebook. That's why the governors across the nation are all telling us that they are competing against each other to get these supplies for hospitals, driving the prices up and gouging us. Yep, capitalism at its finest. Yep, definitely going to work, right? All these rich corporations need to be making, like, ventilators and shit. Masks immediately. What the fuck are they waiting for? TP for the win. Yep, I need to go get me some more TP before I run out. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do if I run out of toilet paper. Be fucked. Comparative reasoning here at Dusty Smith. The reps and Dems bailed out Wall Street with two $500 billion stimulus packages and one $1.3 trillion package, yet they dragged their asses on the floor for UBI of $5K per household. This should be waking all people up to this. Dual crisis conja. We need a progressive party to show the true difference between the left and the right and the far right. I mean, I agree it'd be nice, but like in the meantime, one of these parties is much better on these issues than the other one. Making a false equivalence isn't going to help anybody, in my opinion. But I agree. It'd be really nice if we had a cool third party that actually had a chance to win. On my channel, I cite that only racist will call this virus anything related to China after 2 weeks of Trump being hammered on it. He says some stupid shit to get out of it and still says the Asians are happy with the racist terms. Fuck Trump and anyone like him. Yep. Agreed. Trump sucks. Let me check the super chat. Super chatty chats. Ben Porter, $10. Despite our political differences in chat, we can agree on one thing. Fuck Hobby Lobby. Yep. Definitely have a good audience for the most part. Chatting live with new friends that you make here is one of the best parts of the show, and I like seeing that happen. So, good to see you guys getting along in chat. Lobo, $5. I'm back. Your thoughts on the CEO exodus going on like Bill Gates and Bob Iger? I don't really have much thoughts on that. I don't know exactly why there's an exodus going on right now. I haven't really researched that much, so I don't have any educated opinion on it, but I will look into it, and I will try to form a more educated opinion on this. I don't usually like to give opinions on things that I haven't researched, because why would I pretend to know shit I don't know? But I appreciate that question. It's a good question. I will look into it. Put the topics. All right, I already read that. Thank you. More super chats, please. Please support the show if you can through super chats. It really helps. Help me out. That's what the regular chat has to say. Regular chatty chat. I'm a pretty good chat member. Yep. You do chat. I will give you that. Get a fucking bidet and quit smearing your shit like an animal. Okay. Never used. I actually have used a bidet one time before when I was in Las Vegas, and I was dating that stripper, and then her stripper friend faked a trip and fall in order to get a room, like a suite on the top floor. They have bidets in those rooms, and I used it. It tickled my butthole. It was pretty cool. Dusty, why do people like Jimmy Dore keep saying the right is outlefting the left? Because it puts asses in seats. It gets them attention and ratings, and they're making money off of it. In my opinion, that's probably what it's doing. You know, the right and the chud audiences definitely are still in control of YouTube, and so tilting that way is a great way to boost your numbers, in my opinion. They're doing exactly the same thing the skeptics did, right? They're going to help Trump get elected again. It's just Groundhog Day, repeated what happened 4 years ago. It's wild to watch. Culture Dusty, no puppy videos. When are you going to get to see them? All right, I need to work on that. I guess I'll have to. It's been rainy. It's been so rainy. I haven't really had time to take videos of them out there. They've been kind of depressed because they really can't run around when it's raining too much. But I'll work on making puppy videos. I've had a lot going on, folks. It takes a long time to put this show together and shit. So, I'm doing the best I can. Gotta clean the butthole. Yep, definitely gotta get the butthole clean. Sup, Dusty? I am super broke, but I would help if I could. I appreciate it. Yeah, the super chats are low tonight. Like, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that's donated, but, like, I need the donations because I can't make any money off this show through the advertising. So, you guys super chat is the only way I'm going to keep doing this. So, be sure to support the show if you like it. Also, be sure to go and subscribe to the new channel. There's a link to the new channel in the description of this video. I'm going to move this podcast off this channel, so if you enjoyed this podcast, be sure to go to the new channel. And also, if you're not watching the podcast live, be sure to go watch it on the new channel instead of this channel. Help me build up my hours, because the sooner I build up my hours to over 4,000, the sooner I can get monetized over there, and the sooner that I can move the channel over there. I can't use super chats until I get monetized in their channel, and I really can't do the show without the super chats, so got to do that. Please help me out. Go to the new channel. Really appreciate it. Also, like the video, leave comments. You know how it works. Ring the bell. All that good stuff. Subscribe to my channel. All of it. You know how it works. YouTube needs a union or something. Yeah, YouTube is as far from that as they possibly can get. We might get to talk about that at the end of the show. Hopefully we'll have time. I couldn't be happier to donate what I can when I can. Dusty Rocks. I appreciate that, Spanky Weasel. Like, you guys are the only way I'm able to keep doing this show. You guys are the heroes of the show, and I do think this show is kind of important. I do think this stuff needs to be talked about, and so it's an honor that I actually get to talk about this stuff. I've been wanting to talk about it and have a show like this for so long. Like, I used to not make videos very often because I was just, like, overwhelmed with what to talk about. There was so much I wanted to talk about, I couldn't even pick a topic. And this show allows me to talk about everything. And it doesn't have to be, like, I don't have to, like, pick just the really important shit. I can just talk about everything for a little bit, which I really, really enjoy. How many hours have you got on the other channel? I think I have about 1,000, maybe 1.8, something like that. 8, and so I need like 4,000 hours total. So we're working on it. Senpai noticed me. Yeah, I did. What's up, the Shadow B? All right. Let's move it on with the show. An hour into the show, making good progress. What else we gonna talk about now? Yeah. All right. Did you guys see this? It was getting a little heated. Things were getting a little testy there at the Lake Worth Beach City Commission. Apparently they were having a coronavirus meeting in Florida, and this dude was not happy about the outcome. 4.7 million views. Let's have a look.
Can we do better? There's always things that pop up that we can do better on, and I call the question.
I'm sorry, that's not how this works. We each have an opportunity to speak 5 minutes.
I thought we did.
Yeah, the question's
No,
been called.
I'm sorry.
We've been
City
That's
attorney.
not how calling the question works. You need a second and you need to vote on
Then
it.
I have a second for calling
So
the
are you
question.
telling me that you're going to keep me from talking right now?
You've talked all evening.
Look here. You're calling me disrespectful because I've interrupted people, but this gentleman has turned off people's lights in the middle of a global health pandemic. That's what that gentleman did.
Point of order.
And you think I'm disrespectful for interrupting you?
Point of order.
This gentleman has
Point
had the
of
ability to do
order.
any number of things.
Point
We
of
could have
order.
banned large gatherings. We could have closed the beach. We could have put a moratorium on
I recessed
utility
the meeting.
shutoffs.
I recessed.
Also not within your power, and the attorney has held that that's true.
I recessed the meeting.
You came up with new rules at the beginning of the meeting, and then you didn't even want to follow the rules that you came up with.
And you took advantage.
This is a banana republic is what you're turning this place into with your so-called leadership.
Does a recess mean that we will be...
Yes.
Camera on that?
I don't care anything about this.
camera on that?
I don't care anything about this.
Does
We
it-
should have been talking about this last week.
Can we...
We cut off people's utilities this week and made them pay what could have been their last check to us to turn their lights on in a global health pandemic. But you don't care about that and you didn't want to meet. But every other year you go around and beg people for their votes.
Can we explain
But
the
you care
recess?
more about your relationship with that guy than you care about the relationship with the people who don't go to work in
Point
this
of
building.
order. You were done.
Man,
You're done.
you let them have it. Go, man. It's fucking awesome.
It's disrespectful is what you've done to the working people in the city.
I didn't do anything.
You failed to act.
I didn't do anything.
When you're a leader, you failed to act. You said you didn't do anything. You failed to act. When you had an opportunity.
Party for State House.
I don't care anything about that. You think anybody cares?
Does a recess mean that we can reconvene tonight, or... Okay. Is that in 5 minutes, or...
It's when the chair comes back.
Man, he got hot. You let him have it, King. We need people who are more, I don't say emotional, but you got to kind of be emotional. Righteous anger. That's what we need in times like this. People failing to act, not doing their goddamn jobs, or worse, siding with the capitalistic ghouls who were trying to drain everybody their last penny when they need it the most. Yeah, we need people to get angry about that shit. I'm right there with you. And, fucking Pope Francis. Everybody's like, he's the good Pope. Nope, still an evil asshole. The leader of one of the most evil organizations. Literally the leader of a child pedophile ring. Pope Francis. We want to respond to the virus pandemic with the universality of prayer. Fuck off. Compassion and tenderness. Let us stay united. I invite all Christians to direct their voices together towards heaven, reciting the All Father on Wednesday, 25th March at noon. Shut the fuck up. God damn it. It's worse than not doing anything, praying, because you think you're doing something. It gives you a false sense of security, and Matt Oswalt is 100% correct. How about, instead of prayer, you and all other religions, and I'm including Scientology, give up your tax-exempt status for the next 2 years. It would be the largest donation ever, save millions of lives, cover medical costs, and help stabilize the global economy. Why don't you do something? Anything. Anything except for praying. But that's the whole reason you're saying this, because you're trying to make people think you're doing something when you actually are in the position of doing something, and yet you're doing nothing because you're evil fucking shitheads. Soulless goddamn ghouls. All of you motherfuckers. And apparently Airbnb is collapsing. I don't know if you guys have heard about this one, but coronavirus taking a new victim. And Ilan's Burndom says, the sudden collapse of Airbnb has been legitimately the funniest fucking thing I've ever watched play out this month. And I guess somebody telling a story about a family member. A relative of mine has 20-something Airbnbs. He is in his 30s. I wondered how the fuck did you manage to buy 20-plus properties in a high coal, I don't know what that means, city, in the space of a few years. Didn't ask, as talking about money like that can go weird real fast. Found out this week, turns out he wasn't buying them. He is one of these folks who rents an unfurnished house, furnishes it, and then secretly sublets it on Airbnb. Every single upcoming booking has canceled, and in a few days' time, he owes over $50,000 in rent that flatly is not going to get paid. Plus, 20-plus landlords are about to find out they've been supplying houses to Airbnb these last few years. So, yep. And I'm not sure it's that bad of a thing that Airbnb is going away, because like Rational Disconnect points out here, Bob Cross, 64% rise in rental properties across Dublin in the midst of COVID-19 crisis, according to the property website's Daft Media, as landlords start withdrawing their rentals from short-term listing sites like Airbnb, and are offering them into the market instead. So basically, rent's going to go down. Airbnb has been driving rents up because of people taking advantage of, renting them out for short terms for higher amounts of money than they can get monthly in rents. So that's been, causing a housing shortage, and since this is supply and demand, it's causing the rents to skyrocket. So that's one good thing about the collapse of Airbnb. Maybe the rents will go down a little bit. Hopefully. The government really needs to step in, though, and put people in all these empty houses, in my opinion. Rent control all over the place. That's what I suggest. And holy shit, man, did you guys see this one? White supremacists discussed plan to weaponize the coronavirus via saliva, a spray bottle, or laced items, according to a weekly intelligence brief distributed by a federal law enforcement division on February 17th. Oh my god, dude. I want to hear fucking people like Armored Skeptic talk about how Antifa is more violent than white supremacists. Good goddamn, y'all. Violent extremists continue to make bioterrorism a popular topic among themselves, reads the intelligence brief written by the Federal Protective Service, which covered the week of February 17th through 24th. White, racially motivated violent extremists have recently commented on the coronavirus, stating that it is an obligation to spread it should any of them contract the virus. They're talking about going around and touching elevator buttons and doorknobs and shit like that, spraying it with saliva in poor neighborhoods and black neighborhoods. Let's see if I can find it here where it says. According to the Federal Protective Service intelligence brief, the discussion of spreading the coronavirus occurred in a channel on the app Telegram that is devoted to the siege culture philosophies of the neo-Nazi author James Mason and accelerationism. Mason wrote a series of newsletters titled Siege in the 1980s that advocated for acts of racial terrorism in order to hasten a war that would cause a breakdown of society. Anyway, yeah. Why aren't these people under the jail? They should take every one of these people and they should try them for terrorism. Make an example out of every one of these goddamn motherfuckers. That's one thing. Like, I had this argument a long time ago about anonymity, about how no one should ever be doxxed. But anonymity should not be able to be weaponized like this, where you should be able to hide behind anonymity and spread fear and violence and coordinate attacks with other people. Name and shame all these motherfuckers. Everybody doing shit like this. And speaking of a motherfucker, we gonna name and shame. About to name and shame this motherfucker right now. Let's see. We'll skip ahead a little bit and I'll show you this guy. Look at this fucking asshole. Look at this fucking asshole. Going around licking all the goddamn deodorant that people have to touch.
Who's scared of coronavirus? Don't touch your mouth.
Fuck everything about this motherfucker. So his name is Cody Pfister? I don't know if that's his real name, but name and shame, motherfucker. You wanted to be famous? You're about to be famous. You fucking piece of shit. Absolutely got to make an example out of these motherfuckers. 100%. Hard to believe it's true, but a fundamentalist Christian organization has purchased a helicopter with plans to visit and convert isolated groups in remote Brazilian Amazon. Experts warn they could spread dangerous infectious disease like COVID-19 to isolated tribes. Yeah, not only are you going to spread disease to them, they're going to spread disease to you, and you're going to come back and infect all of us with it. These fucking insane, mentally ill Christians are just going to kill us all. They don't give a fuck. They think they're the good guys. We're saving their souls. We're the best people on the fucking planet. And it's hard to believe that Paul Joseph Watson is a real life human being and not some kind of caricature that was invented to entertain us on the internet. But, Donald Trump said, this is why we need borders. And Chris Cillizza, I guess who's with CNN, said, viruses don't recognize borders. To which Paul Joseph Watson, one of the dumbest motherfuckers in history, said, CNN guy thinks viruses can fly on planes. They can fly on planes. Not only do the people who have the viruses fly on the planes, but the viruses themselves can be on the seats and be on the planes and fly around by them goddamn selves. What is wrong with 2.5 thousand likes, motherfuckers? How is this real? How did 2,500 people read this and think, yeah, you tell them, Paul Joseph Watson? That's a genius thought you had in your head. I mean, what the fuck? This can't be reality, folks. This has to be a joke. And people rightfully shit on him for this. Get him hard. And, my fucking God. Here's Joey Salads, the guy who ran for Congress as a Republican and also pissed in his own mouth in a video. Out here giving genius takes like this. This is why businesses need to be allowed to price gouge. People like this hog supply and resell for super high rates. That's right, folks. We need to allow price gouging to stop price gouging. It's just crazy enough to work. Price gouging is bad, so allow businesses to do it. So smart, aren't I? Oh my God, how are these people real? How? Just amazing level of stupid. Amazing. And look, folks, this is why we are all going to die. Because of stupid fucking idiots like this. Clearwater Beach, Florida is packed today. Despite social distancing. Yeah, who gives a fuck? The rules don't apply to us. Who cares if we get people sick and a great deal of them die? Imagine blaming China when Americans are out here doing stupid shit like this. Yeah, exactly. Fucking stupid President Trump. Don't fucking blame China when dipshits are out here doing stuff like this. And here's another example. Spring break happened last week, and these goddamn idiot spring break kids are out there like, we don't care. Who cares about, we'll be fine.
Corona, I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying. You know, we've been waiting for Miami spring break for a while. About 2 months we've had this trip planned. 2-3 months. So we're just out here having a good time. Whatever happens, happens. With the bars being closed, you know, we'll find alternatives. Unfortunately, it does suck. The bars and restaurants are closed, but we'll find ways to have fun.
Like, it's really messing up with my spring break. What is there to do here other than go to the bars or the beach, and they're closing all of it? It's really messing up. I think they're blowing it way out of proportion. I think it's doing way too much.
I mean, it sucks, but we're going to make the best of it. We're enjoying ourselves. It sucks, and I'm from New Orleans, so this really sucks. However, we're going to enjoy ourselves. We're having day parties all day. It's my birthday, St. Patrick's Day. Turn up.
You're doing us bad. We need a refund. This virus ain't that serious. It's serious. It's more serious things out there like hunger and poverty, and we need to address that.
We're just trying to roll with we're just living for the moment. We're just gonna do what happens when it happens. When stuff closes, we're gonna do it when it closes, but besides that, we're just trying to have the best chip we can. We're just trying to make with what we have right now.
Yeah, I mean, we planned this a long time ago, and it was kind of up in the air if we were gonna still go, but like we're here. I just turned 21 this year, so I'm here to party, so it's kind of disappointing, but we're just making the most of it.
So they're actually making me cheer for the coronavirus. Like, if it wasn't the fact that they're going to get other people infected, if it was just them, then I'd be like, yeah, go coronavirus. But the fact that they're going to get other people infected and kill other people because of your fucking selfish idiocy is infuriating. Ridiculous as fuck. And let's stop and check the chat real quick. Chat. What you guys got to think about all this crazy ass shit? Gen Z is fucked, and people thought us millennials had issues. I know, right? I'm just happy that I'm part of the greatest generation in the history of mankind. Generation X! Or like I used to call it back when we watched wrestling. D-Generation X! Limit the sale rather than price gouge. Idiots. Exactly. I am a virus and I've flown on planes several times. You and me both, buddy. Dude, every time I watch your show, I'm thinking the next fucking thing you say, we think too much alike. Hell yeah. You know what they say? Great minds think alike, but fools seldom differ. That's the second part of that saying that nobody knows. Well, I guess somebody knows it. I know it because I just said it. But you know what I'm saying. Are we geniuses or are we fools? I don't know, but at least we're in this together. That's the cool part. All right, let me check the other chatty chats. They slept where they passed out last night. They're just nasty spring breakers. I won't even be in the same room with my husband because I've been sick. I don't qualify for the test, so screw me, right? You're not rich enough. Celebrities getting the test left and right. Even people that don't even have symptoms getting the test. But not you and me. I'm a baby Gen X. 1979. I'm 1975. Yeah. Shake down 1979. Little Smashing Pumpkins for you guys there. Thank God that Cody Fisher guy was dumb enough to videotape himself. Yeah, what an idiot. About to make you famous. Like Billy the Kid. Woohoo. We'll make you famous. Darwin, do your duty. I know, right? But they're going to get other people killed. That's what's bad about it. The deodorant liquor, exactly what I always grab the items from the very back. Now you know somebody's going to lick the items and put them in the back. It's going to be the next thing they do. Alright, let's see. Super chats. Any new super chats? We got one from Dean Mayberry. Am I close? Stop price gouging me, bro. I know, right? It's cool when corporations do it. Just normal people shouldn't be allowed to do it. Genius. Foreigner D, $10. You and the fuzzies, please keep safe. Well, I will. We're doing all right. All the cats had like a cold last week, but they're getting over it. They're feeling better. So everybody's copacetic around here. I appreciate that. Thank you for $10. Bradley Elskin, $2. Love you, Dusty. You help me feel less anxious. I appreciate that. Doing what I can. Really appreciate and feel honored to be able to do this show to entertain you guys. It's a dream come true, and I really appreciate the support. Thanks a lot. And that's all the new super chats. So more super chats, please, if you can afford it. Ebeg. How many of those kids are wealthy trust fund babies? Probably all of them. Rich assholes who don't have any concern for other people. Gonna get us all goddamn killed. All right. Continuing on with the show. Continuing on with the show. Did you guys hear that? Harvey Weinstein got 23 years in prison. He only had to like rape 4 or 5 women. And couldn't happen to a nicer fella. And then, not only did he get 23 years in jail, he got the coronavirus too. Harvey Weinstein tests positive for coronavirus. Niagara Gazette reports, how the fuck this motherfucker is a rapist dude in prison getting tested and we ain't getting tested? Even these rich assholes who are convicted of crimes can get the goddamn test. And I guess it's good to test them and all because they're going to be in prison and they're going to affect all the other prisoners. But still, don't seem extremely fair to me. And didn't you hear about this one? Like, I ain't real big into Schadenfreude, which is where you take joy in the misery of others, but it couldn't have happened to a nicer fella. Senator Rand Paul has tested positive for COVID-19. He is feeling fine and is in quarantine. He is asymptomatic and was tested out of an abundance of caution due to his extensive travel and events. He was not aware of any direct contact with any infected person. I hate to say it, but ha ha! You might remember that Paul was the sole no vote on the $8.3 billion coronavirus spending bill the Senate passed earlier this month. Yeah. He put a poison pill into the bill, or he tried to, which basically had nothing to do with anything, but gave Trump complete control over the Afghanistan war without oversight, basically trying to kill this bill to help people. Only no vote, of course he was, so yeah, he got the coronavirus. And 6 days ago, his father wrote an article. Remember Ron Paul? Oh, Ron Paul wrote an article about the coronavirus hoax. Yeah, he did. Wrote a whole article talking about how it's a government hoax, so the government can take over everything. Like 9/11, you should be afraid, motherfuckers. Now your son got it. Ron Paul actually reminds me a lot of Bernie Sanders in a way. Not the policies or anything, just how when he was running for president, he had this incredibly giant online crowd, basically. He had a cult following online that was louder than any of the other candidates out there. And it was like, holy shit, it looks like he's going to win in a landslide because of all the online support he had. Even I was supporting him back in the day. And then it basically fizzled out. It didn't, like, lead to actual votes. So in that way, it kind of reminds me of Bernie, even though he's not, like, in any way on Bernie Sanders' level. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the way it all fleshed out in the end. So anyway, hate to see it. Or do you love to see it? I don't know, one of the others. And shit's getting crazy out there, yo. They escaping from prison. More than 1,350 inmates escaped from prison in Sao Paulo after tensions over coronavirus restrictions. Several guards being held hostage. Look, they just running. Loud. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, they running. Sirens going off. Can't catch them all. That's going to be a hard roundup. I'll tell you what. Definitely not going to catch all these motherfuckers. So, having multiple effects all over the world in ways we could have never predicted before. And, did you guys hear about this one? Jared Leto is a weird motherfucker. Jared Leto, also known as the worst Joker in history. Good goddamn. Hard to believe how bad of a Joker he was. But anyway, apparently he was out on some kind of meditative retreat for a couple weeks, and he had absolutely no idea about the coronavirus. Wow, 12 days ago, I began a silent meditation in the desert. We were totally isolated, no phone, no communication, etc. We had no idea what was happening outside the facility. Walked out yesterday into a very different world, one that's been changed forever, mind-blowing to say the least. I'm getting messages from friends and family all around the globe and catching up on what's going on. Hope you and yours are okay. Sending positive energy to you all. Stay inside. Stay safe. Yeah, he's like a cult member, like a cult leader. He's got like this messiah complex, and he has these weird-ass cult people that follow him around and kiss his ass. But here's Jared Leto coming back to society after 12 days of meditation. Yep. What the fuck? What happened? I was only gone for a second. The whole world is burning to the ground now. And I also agree with Dave here. I don't think coronavirus is going to be that thrilled to learn about Jared Leto either. Ooh, wicked burn, but probably true. Especially if the coronavirus ever sees his version of the Joker. Emo Joker was the worst. And fuck. Depressing that this guy has $100 million. Scamveligical. Scamvangelical. Is that how you pronounce it? Scamvangelical, Kenneth Copeland. Hatred of Trump broke down the divine protection for coronavirus. Yep. Guy was up in heaven and he was like, I'm holding this coronavirus off because you guys love Trump so much. Then too many people started hating on Trump, started criticizing him, and Jesus said, fuck that. Everybody got to die now. Trump is the chosen one. I dare you to hate on him. Now I got to kill all of you motherfuckers. Imagine worshiping this monster. Hard to believe people are still giving this ghoul money. What is wrong with people? A lot. maybe we deserve it a little bit, just a little bit. Not a lot, not most of us, but a little bit. And God damn it, can you believe Dave Rubin once considered himself a professional comedian? Biden says his VP will be a woman. If gender is just a social construct, I think things are looking pretty good for Bernie as VP. You can just say you're a woman and you're a woman. That's how it works. God damn. Cringe in every humanly possible way. And this was kind of funny. Joker introduced a little anarchy, upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos. I'm an agent of chaos. But yeah. Even the Joker using hand sanitizer. Even the Joker not taking any fucking risk when it comes to getting viruses and getting sick. Miss Heath Ledger. Arguably the second best Joker. I'm not sure. Maybe he was the best Joker. I don't know. I guess the argument could be made. Definitely between him and whatever the fuck, Joaquin Phoenix. Those two did an amazing job, that's for sure. And how much time we got left? 30 minutes. All right, you want to talk about rape culture? And a lot of people say rape culture doesn't exist. What are you talking about? Rape culture. Rape culture takes a lot of different faces, but it's shit like this. Shit like this should make you incredibly angry. Here's a woman going in and reporting a rape. This happened in, I guess, in 2019, but I just found out about it. But look how he kind of makes her ashamed. This is what happens when women go in sometimes to report their rapes. They're not believed, or they're made to feel guilty about it. They're slut-shamed for it. And this is why, in our country, women report rapes at a far less rate than other countries like Sweden and Denmark. That's one of the reasons that they appear to have so many more rapes and those types of countries, because they are much more likely to actually report the rapes because they have a better relationship with the police. They're treated differently. And so yes, part of rape culture is making women not even want to report rapes because of the way they're treated in this country, which makes it easier for men to rape them and get away with it. Listen to this bullshit. This guy should definitely be fired. I don't know if he was, but he absolutely should be fired for this.
Were you at all turned on during this at all, even a little bit?
No.
Physically, you weren't at all responsive to his advances, even maybe subconsciously?
Maybe subconsciously, but no, not. I was really scared.
Okay. Because you understand that when a guy tries to have sex with a female and the female is completely unwilling, it's very difficult, right?
Yeah, it hurt a lot.
It hurt a lot at the beginning?
For the whole thing.
Okay, and how does that compare to experiences you've had in the past sexually?
It didn't hurt this much. Like, I actually bled yesterday in my underwear.
And where's that underwear now?
It's evidence somewhere.
Were you at all turned on during
Holy
this at all,
fucking
even
shit,
a little
dude.
bit?
That pisses me off. Who the fuck this is? Somebody find out. Let's name and shame this motherfucker, because hell no. All of my hell no to that motherfucker right there. Anger. Makes me want to smash. And, speaking of all cops being bastards, this video went viral. 2.6 million views. Now this cop, watch, you're just going to run around, tackle this woman.
Oh, he pushed
ground.
out of the way! Oh, no!
Drag her, watch you going to run and just tackle her. Slam right into her, knock her down, push her down.
Oh, he pushed out of the way!
Bully.
Oh, no!
Choking her. Got his hand on her throat. Yeah, what a fucking piece of shit. Man, if I was the president, one of the first things I would do would be retrain all the officers. I would set up, we'd fire so many of them. We'd fire probably half the fucking police force. Get new officers, retrain them, and then like have goodwill events between police and like, we have like a parking lot across the street. I would have goodwill events where the police come and have like barbecues and stuff where they can reintroduce themselves to the community and almost like an apology tour and explain to the poor and minority communities that they've abused for generations, that they're trying to turn over a new leaf. And we hope that you will find it in your heart to trust us again. We are here to protect and serve you, not to abuse you. But that'll probably never happen, right? It'd be nice, though. It'd be nice if some candidate would step up and do shit like that. And Another example of all cops are bastards. This is what's going on in our neighborhood. This motherfucker just straight out planting drugs. Watch it. Look. He's got the drugs in his hands right now. He doesn't know he's being recorded, so he's going to put the drugs on the ground. And then he's going to discover it. Look, look what I found. Look what I found right here on the ground. This thing I just planted there. And then he realized he's being recorded. And watch. And he's going to start going, oh my God, I got to go after that woman with her camera. I just got busted like a motherfucker, didn't I? Yeah, you did, asshole. Yeah, you did. I got 5.4 million views. So whoever this guy is, name and shame. Find out who he is. Make him famous. Frustrating to watch. Definitely need a huge change in this country. Immediately. And I agree with this. Like, I have no idea what conservatives find attractive anymore. This was the response to the OK Boomer girl who was objectively hot as shit. This is the conservative Republican answer to it. I'm not sure, like, is this girl supposed to be attractive? Are these things supposed to be attractive?
Okay, Boomer, yeah, Boomer, whatever you say. I got purple hat, cheetah print, dancing on the people rolled up at the after joint dancing.
Okay, I'm going to mute it because I'll get fucking copyrighted. But look, is this supposed to be attractive? I don't understand. She's supposed to be hot? Like, she's licking her lips like she's supposed to be hot. And she's... I guess, and they're showing her ass in these ridiculous spandex, and then I guess she's out there, she's going to dance around this Bernie supporter. I guess that's the point of this video. Like, look, it's a Bernie supporter with a nose ring and a Bernie shirt on, and I'm going to go dance around you, yeah! But, like, is she supposed to be attractive? Because all this is cringe to me. What in the hell, conservatives? Oh my fucking God, y'all. Just hideous and horrible and embarrassing. No. All of my no. What is this white nonsense? Next up, here's one from Naomi Chance. So last week, Chelsea Manning tried to commit suicide. Just sad as shit. Chelsea Manning has been held for, I think, over a year in prison because she refused to testify in front of a grand jury against Julian Assange and WikiLeaks. One of the biggest heroes in our country, in my opinion. Someone who's gone to jail and undergone basically torturous treatment because they simply wanted to tell the United States the truth about what was happening in the war in Afghanistan, and they wouldn't sell out the media companies who helped them do it, like WikiLeaks. So that was depressing, but good news actually came out of it. A little good news came out of it. They actually released her from prison. So that's good. And she owed like $250,000 in fines, and so a lot of charity streams went to bat for her, and they earned all the money and they paid off all her fines. So not only is she now out of prison, but she got all her fines paid off, and she's also like running for Congress. So I definitely would vote for Chelsea Manning. Like, I have to see what her policies are, of course, first. It's possible she's going to have horrible policies. I don't see it happening, but definitely wouldn't mind seeing her get elected. Would be cool. Would be a nice redemption arc for all that shit. And yep, you know, the world is dying. We're in the middle of a global pandemic crisis, so obviously Republicans are focusing on the important things in the world, like defunding libraries for having drag queen story hour. Yeah. You dare try to normalize drag queens to children? You dare have parents who decided they want to bring their children to this? Defund you! No money for your fucking books. Gotta stand up for what's important in this country, god damn it. And yep, if you're voting Republican, folks, that's exactly what you're voting for. Why are you such goddamn scumbags? Don't understand it. And let's check the chat a little bit. What's the chat got to say about all this stuff? Shut the fuck up, computer. Don't make noises without my permission. TwitchSat says, when you having no ass, don't try to show it off. I know, like, even her hair was stringy. I don't understand. I mean, I guess that was supposed to be attractive, but wasn't attracted to me. The Big Brother cast has no idea either, apparently. I thought it was the German Big Brother cast. I read the German Big Brother cast, didn't know anything about it. They're like on a hot tub together. I saw that shit. The world is fucked. Indeed, the world is fucked. Seems to be getting worse every day. Check the chatty chat. Dusty Best E-Girl. Hells yeah, I can e-bag with the best of them. I'm going to sell my bathwater. You guys know you want it. You want to drink my bathwater. I probably don't have corona. You'll be fine. Beast Nation. What's up, Beast Nation? 2009, $5. Conservatives always biting the style of those they claim to hate. Oh, yeah, they're always trying to copy. It's quite laughable. Yeah, beyond parody. Hard to even make fun of these motherfuckers. They do such a good job of making fun of themselves. Tijuana Foreplay gave me a 50 Mexican, which is like $2.50, I think. For the left, those... Oh, the left lost the messaging battle. How is it that Twitter, Democrats hate America is trending, but not GOP are greedy traitors or a Florida man will end us all? A lot of it's because even the people on our own side are helping them. Even the people that are supposed to be supporting the more progressive policies, since Bernie doesn't look like he's going to get the nomination, they're helping spread this stuff. So, you know, we're getting it from both sides, really. All right, that is all the super chats. More super chats, please. Let's continue on with the show. Let's see what you guys are going to say in the regular chat real quick. Regular chat. Let's see what you're going to say to Dusty. Call to Dusty. Are you scared? Oh, missed it. Let's see if I can find it again. It popped. Oh, well. Sorry. It was something about being scared of Bloomberg, but I missed it. Call to Dusty, did you see senators being inside Trader Store? Yeah, we covered that in the last show. Put those motherfuckers in jail immediately. They need to resign. Stat. Chelsea and Manning and Natalie Wynn are incredibly attractive. Hells yeah. We should tax the churches? Absolutely. Not going to happen, but it definitely should. Drag queens are the most gun people ever. Are they? Oh, fun people ever. Yes, they are. I was about to say. Drag queens have a lot of guns? Yes, drag queens are quite fun for the most part. We're going to cover RuPaul in a minute. RuPaul got caught fracking, folks. No, not fucking. Fracking. So we're going to talk about that. Disappointed in RuPaul. Disappointed! Took some shit for that. We're going to cover that in a minute. Chelsea is my hero. Yep, Chelsea is definitely my hero too. Is Tiger King worth the 8 hours? Yes. Tiger King, in my opinion, is the best documentary to come out in the last several years. It's best documentary I've seen since what was that one about Stephen Avery? Which I think was a kind of a bullshit documentary, because I think Stephen Avery is guilty as fuck. He did it. Stephen Avery guilty, but it was a good documentary nonetheless. So definitely worth watching, in my opinion. Don't watch Tiger King. I do recommend Tiger Belly. Okay, I don't think you're joking. But Tiger King, that story is crazy. It just gets crazier and crazier and crazier. Just when you think it can't get any crazier, there's crazy twists and turns all over that motherfucker. I'm on episode 2. Yeah, keep watching it. It's good. I recommend it. RuPaul is consistently disappointing. Yep, I heard that. And his music is terrible. I think he uses male pronouns. His music is terrible. But if you can't love yourself, how you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen? I do watch Drag Race, so I've seen every episode, so I can't really talk too much shit. Making a Murderer, that's what it is. Making a Murderer. Stephen Avery, guilty as fuck, in my opinion. And a lot of people disagree with me. They're like, no, the police set him up. It's a conspiracy. That motherfucker guilty. Guilty, in my opinion. All right. Continue on with the motherfucking show. Got more to do. Got another 20 minutes. Gonna be perfectly timed today. This is how sad reply guys are, folks. This is funny. This is how it is. Just about every good-looking girl who posts. They don't even read. They just post because they see the picture. Has anyone seen or heard from this girl, Tina? She's not been in touch with anyone or seen since December. She did go to Manchester, met uni, but hasn't been seen there since October. Please, can everyone retweet so we can find her? Your eyes are beautiful. Good God, dude. Not now. Not the time, you thirsty motherfucker. What is wrong with you? Read the room, dude. And this woman's 10-year-old kid is not having it. The question on their test says, what increased the need for slaves? Those people didn't need no slaves. Need is not the right word. They wanted slaves. They didn't want to fucking work. They want to pay for shit. They wanted to make money. Greed. That's what increased the want for slaves, but not need, motherfucker. Nobody needs slaves. Shut the fuck up, Test. Good to see him call him out. And I covered this on the last show, but it got cut out. It got edited out. So I'm going to talk about it a little bit more. Corey Feldman had a screening of his new documentary where he was supposed to name and shame all the pedophiles in Hollywood that molested him and Corey Haim. And he pretty much just named a bunch of people I never heard of, but he did call out one person that apparently they've called out before, but I didn't hear about it. And that was Charlie Sheen. According to Corey Feldman, Charlie Sheen basically raped Corey Haim when Corey Haim was like 14 or something, and Charlie Sheen was 19. Said he stuck a bunch of Crisco in his butt and just fucked him right there in front of everybody. That's what he said, folks. I don't know if that's true or not, but apparently they had a launch party for the documentary, and it did not go well. They had all kinds of fucking problems with the streaming of it, and the catering was... Everything went wrong, basically, that could possibly go wrong. So it was an embarrassing mess for Corey Feldman, which has pretty much been his entire career since, I guess, since he was a child. Hate to see it, but I don't know if it's true or not, folks. That's just what he said. And Buck Angel, you know who Buck Angel is? Buck Angel is a trans man who actually led the way for a lot of the trans people today, but now he's older and bitter and horrible, and he's a conservative. Seems to be a big Blair White fan, so this is also the one that helped that Natalie Wynn, ContraPoints, briefly had his voice in a video and took a lot of controversy for it, and she didn't seem to handle the controversy very well, I don't think. She seemed to downplay it when I think a lot of it was legitimate. A lot of non-binary and trans people had a problem with featuring this guy or being associated with him. So anyway, it continues to be problematic. Why are more trans women coming out in prison than trans men? When in the outside world, more women are becoming men. Please answer with grace and not name calling, please. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm sure there is a transphobic reason behind it. Listen to what people are saying. Stop calling everyone who doesn't agree with you transphobe. It's fucking lost its meaning because of this. This person is saying what many are saying. I have absolutely had it with these being called a transphobe and a TERF for having the temerity? That's a word that I don't use very often. Temerity to be same-sex attractive. Stop shaming lesbians for our sexuality. It's homophobic and rapey. Sex, not gender. So basically defending TERF bullshit. Sex is binary. He's liking tweets about sex being binary. So that's not amazing. And then he's shilling for Blair White. Blair White, one of the largest transphobes in the history of YouTube. Yes, I know Blair White is trans herself. Doesn't mean she's not transphobic, just like Jesse Lee Peterson is black, but is incredibly fucking racist. Happens all the time. There's tons of GOP senators who pass all kinds of anti-gay legislations while they're busy getting their booty fondled nightly by rent boys. Just because they're gay doesn't mean they're not homophobic. So, yeah, not amazing. And apparently Buck Angel doubled down on his support of the Nazi guy he was retweeting. Tweeting something has zero to do with support and everything to do with education. Wow, what a bunch of morons. Grow the fuck up, idiot. I tweeted what he wrote because it's important that free speech is being attacked. I think I might have read this shit before. Anyway, fuck off, Buck Angel. Not doing yourself or ContraPoints any favor by continuing your ridiculous bullshit. And speaking of people who need to fuck off, Kim Kardashian sending everyone lots of love today. Send money, Kimberly. What the fuck? 510,000 likes, and I cannot agree with this more. You and your sister, you're like billionaires now. We don't need your fucking love. We don't need your thoughts. And apparently there was a new controversy that came out recently. Now, I'm not real in to celebrity gossip and whatnot, but apparently something happened between Kanye West and Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift. Apparently, Kanye wrote a song or something where he called Taylor Swift that bitch, and he had a conversation with her on the phone about it, and then he lied about what the conversation they had was, and then the entire conversation got leaked, and now everybody knows that he was fucking lying, and basically she got ripped apart because what Kanye said about her made her look like the liar. But the conversation that was leaked showed that she was actually telling the truth. And so she took a lot of flack for nothing. And so everybody's mad at Kanye West. But I mean, if you're going to be mad at him, be mad at him for all the religious bullshit he's doing, for the new grift he's doing. Lots of reasons not to like Kanye. Also lots of reasons not to like Kim Kardashian. Two giant fucking piece of human excrement, in my opinion. And speaking of RuPaul, we was talking about this earlier. RuPaul was just on NPR Fresh Air and shared that he and his partner own 60,000 acres in Wyoming and that they lease mineral rights and sell water to oil companies. And Terry Gross did not follow up with one question about the fact that RuPaul is fracking. Like, how much money is enough money, RuPaul? You know what fracking does to the environment? Fracking is where they shoot both water and chemicals into the bedrock to extract the gas out, which not only pollutes the land, but also tends to cause earthquakes and shit. But RuPaul don't give a fuck. Never can have enough money. You're already a multi-fucking millionaire. You're already making millions from your shows and from your songs and from all your other outlets. When's it enough, RuPaul? When's it enough? Disappointed, Ru. Do better. And this happened on American Airlines, folks. Racism is dead, y'all. Racism definitely doesn't exist anymore, does it?
Say that shit. Matter of fact, say that shit one more time. Come on. I don't have to try. I don't have to try. You are so fucking fucked up and you don't realize it. You don't realize it. I thought you was cool. And you gonna sit here and call him a fucking nigga while you sitting beside an African American woman? You are fucking stupid. You need to be locked the fuck up. I hope they lock your motherfucking ass up. Because you a dumbass bitch. You a dumbass bitch. Who the fuck is a nigga? You done lost them. Bitch, you done lost them.
Bitch, you done lost your goddamn mind.
You done lost them, motherfucker.
Yep. I ain't the one.
You understand me? You are stupid. How could you fucking fly, you fucking stupid cunt? I'm a cunt? Yeah, I'm a cunt. You're a cunt, bitch. I'm a cunt. You're a fucking cunt. You're so the fucking magical motherfucking cunt. The best you can do, you gonna sit beside me and call him a motherfucking nigga. You'd rather security guard help you, bitch. Get the fuck off.
So she gonna get taken out of the plane. Both of them get taken out of the plane. But like, I don't blame that woman's reaction. That other girl is so drunk, so unbelievably fucking drunk. Gonna sit around and call people the N-word. Dude, not a good look. And this person will probably be on there tomorrow going, "That wasn't me. I'm not racist. I don't generally act like that. It was the fucking booze." Bullshit on that. Just a piece of shit. Hey man, the coronavirus is making everything weird, yo. Fucking WWE is going to have her shows with nobody in the audience anymore. That sounds really boring. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can see, like, people have to be entertained, and so they can't have people in the audience, so they're still going to go on with the show. And I guess since people need entertainment, since they're trapped at home, I could kind of understand them doing it. But still, like, I had a clip, but I guess I don't have it anymore, of them actually doing the wrestling matches without an audience. It just was quiet. It just doesn't seem right. They canceled the UFC, man. Can't believe that shit. That hurts me. I was looking forward to the upcoming UFC fights, and they sure enough canceled all that bullshit. Goddamn coronavirus taking my fucking fighting from me. This means war, and of course Kid Rock. Kid Rock, one of the biggest pieces of shit on the goddamn fucking planet. He ain't closing his Nashville bar. Hell no, I got freedom. I'm Kid Rock, out with about a dang-a-dang-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a I'm such a rebel. Look how much of a rebel I am. I'm flipping off. I'm in state court and I'm flipping off. Here, yeah, God damn it. Cringe asshole. Loser. Loser. And, know if you guys heard about this, but apparently YouTube is going to start removing more videos because they don't have enough people to watch the videos or something. With fewer people to review content, our automated systems will be stepping in to keep YouTube safe. More videos will be removed than normal during this time, including content that does not violate our community guidelines. We know this will be hard for all of you. Like, fuck off, dudes. Like, literally, you're a $1 trillion company. Literally, this is a job people can do from home. So why not step up and employ people? Why not use this? Use this as an opportunity to supply people with jobs. What the fuck? You don't need an office full of people doing this. You can literally lay in bed and review videos, YouTube. What the fuck? Maybe the government should just take their companies away from them. Sorry. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's too extreme, but something needs to be done because this is bullshit. And I agree with Sean. This job can't be done from home, clearly. They must have to go physically pull the video out of the database like they're deactivating HAL 9000, right? Gotta go find the hard drive and pull it. That's the only way to do it. Nah, motherfucker, you got tools to do that from home. Employ people. Come on, YouTube. And this is a funny clip from Alex Jones. I guess Alex Jones is doing his show from his home now. I guess the lawsuits are taking their toll and whatnot. But I'll play the video and then I'll read what the guy says.
Alex, you ought to be the head of intelligence. Why you came up with this, this plan? That's just how they pat you on the head, folks, and it's okay. But that's how they get people to join this is flattery. So I've been up in the ivory towers, 50 stories up, and I've had them say everything will be taken care of. Fox News show, the book deals. You think my wife's hot? She'd like to bang you right now. Okay? You want to bang my wife? You can bang her right now. Just sign the paperwork. Okay? It's just like Al Pacino and Devil's Advocate. Let me tell you, just like that. Alex, you ought to.
Yep, I like the comment. Oh, how I love to be the 50-story Ivy Tower and sign a white fucking contract. I know, right? Alex Jones, his life almost seems unbelievable. But there's no way he could be lying because it's Alex Jones. So definitely he has been offered contracts and white fucking in penthouses. Just sign with us, Alex Jones. We really want you so bad. I ain't ever got offered no contract like that. I can definitely say. I probably want to fuck your wife anyway, but ain't nobody ever offered that to me. And so let me just show you this real quick. So this guy invented this robot, according to him, so it can chant algorithmically. Yeah, sure, right, said his wife. We know what you're doing with this thing. 100%. This guy's fucking this thing. No doubt about it. This is a blowjob machine. Yes, it can sing. Amazing. But, yeah, that thing's sucking somebody's dick. I can guarantee you. 100%. No doubt about it. And this video about social distancing was very well done. Very short. Gets to the point. But illustrates it very well. Like, yeah, burning. It's like, oh, well, I'll just step out of the way of this. And it stops. Yep. Jean Decon, great video. Great illustration. Kudos to you. And that was seen almost 7 million times. Social media viral. And I'm going to finish up the show with a few palate cleansers. Last chance to get in your super chat if you want to, if you're able. If you want to support the show, please do so right now. Super chats. And palate cleansers are always fun. And look, I know this is going to look disturbing, folks. I know this is going to look like a crime scene, but don't worry, folks. This little dog just ate all the jam. He's little stinky cute motherfucker. Look at it. He got into all the jams. And he pigged himself out and he had to take a little nap. Hey, guys, don't fight. Don't fight. Let's make love. Not war. Just chill the fuck out. Don't do that shit right in front of me. And next up, this woman having fun at home She's making her own DJ table with things around the house. And then scared the shit out of the cat. Let's say that one more time. She picks up the iron, little Steve, and the cat's like, oh, hell no to that. She's a witch. Burn the witch. Poor kitty. That's a pretty white kitty. Yes, it is. Pretty kitty. And last up, folks, this changed my life. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before or ever wondered to yourself, I wonder how bats pee. So if you've ever wondered, hey, how do bats pee? It's like this. They just hang from their arms and they pee. Yeah. Otherwise, they do it upside down. They peel out of their face and then they wiggle it. Wiggle it just a little bit. Come on now, wiggle it just a little bit. Watch it grow. Yeah. Cute as shit. Remember, folks, if you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it. That's what I was always told. Anyway, that's my material. Let's finish up by reading the chatty chats and say good evening to this program. He's got 8 lives left now. Yep, Cats just got scared out of one of them for sure. Match said nope. Yep, the match nope the fuck out of that. I don't want to be burned. Where is he posting videos now? I think Alex Jones is posting them on his website now. That would be my guess. Doing a pittance of the numbers that he was once doing. Is he using colloidal silver toothpaste? He's talking? Probably not. Not using the brain pills either, clearly. Do as they say, not as they do. Kid Rock is still rich. That's true. Kid Rock is rich. I will give him that because he was always rich. He was a rich kid. When you're already rich when you're a kid, it's much easier to be rich as an adult. Kind of takes the street cred away when you don't do it on your own. When is the next show? The next show will be Friday, most likely. Unless, like, a whole bunch of shit happens in the next couple of days. I might do another show Wednesday. But I'm planning on Friday as normal. So that's cool. Foxbacks are cute. Yeah, they're cute as shit. All right, let's check the super chat. Super chatty chat. Beast Nation 2009. It's like Al Pacino and Devil's Advocate. Oh, you mean it's like Devil's Advocate while Trump is in office? Wow, what a shock. I know, right? They are the swamp. Suddenly, Alex Jones doesn't have a problem with it, though. That's the weird part. He's fine with it when Trump's in office. And, come here, Miss Katana. You want to come be my star for a second? Fatty Katana. Here's big fat Katana. She's such a sweet chill baby. Yeah, you a sweetie, huh? You one of the few ones that'll actually let me hold you on camera. This is our first rescue, Miss Katana. She's the oldest, and she's a big girl, but she's sweet, and she loves her daddy. She loves laying on my chest. Every chance she gets, she crawls up on my chest and just paws at me to pet her. She loves her some daddy, don't you, sweetie? Yeah, she's just a purring away, aren't you? Like, this is okay. It's not too bad. She got some beautiful eyes on her. Yes, she does. Little kitty therapy always helps me to feel a little better. Recommend if you guys don't have any animals of your own, maybe go adopt some. Definitely helps you feel a little calmer in these unsure and scary times. Davey, put my glasses on because I can't fucking see what that name is. Davey Fi Horrible, $5. Been missing live streams, dude. Well, don't miss them. Where's your loyalty at? Working at a grocery store. Quit your job. And happy that they're giving us unlimited OT and extra $2 an hour through May. Well, that's good. Got to do what you can to earn the money. I sure appreciate that. Thank you for your $5. And glad to see you. Jenny Rude, $10. What's up, Jenny Rude? How you doing? Good to see you tonight. For the Fuzzies. How do you feel about Dems holding up the stimulus bill with UBI for means testing? To be honest, it annoys me. I hope you're doing well. Take care of it, dude. Well, they're not holding up a bill for UBI. There's no... The conservatives are not trying to pass UBI. They're trying to pass one single payment, which is not UBI at all. So I think it's dangerous to claim that conservatives are trying to pass UBI. I have mixed thoughts about means testing. Like, I understand that there are some problems with means testing, but also I would rather more money go to poor people than, like, everybody get the same regardless of how much money you have, you know? And, like, a lot of people think means testing is, like, a right-wing idea, but isn't the foundation of Marxism means testing? Isn't it for each according to their ability, to each according to their needs, which directly means some people get more than others. The more you need, the more you get. So that's means testing, right? You have to decide who is eligible and who shouldn't be eligible. So I kind of get it, but at the same time, like, you know, they need to pass something soon because people are hurting and people need help. So hopefully they'll get their shit together and they'll work it out. Thank you for that, Jenny Rue. Appreciate it. Beast Nation 2009, $5. Defunding libraries to keep drag queens out because of their anti-trans nonsense. Yep. Just like Trumpers to pull the plug when they're losing clean. Yep. So much for free speech, huh? We got to punish you for taking your kids to do something we don't want them to do. But we hate authoritarianism, don't we? Nope. You still use finasteride? Won't you take for dry... What do you take for dry scalp? I don't know. I don't have a dry scalp. Yes, I take finasteride. I take finasteride a milligram every day. Like, my hair, see, it used to be, this whole thing was bald. And, like, my hair was really thin, too. Like, you can see my scalp through all my hair now. So both the finasteride and the minoxidil combined together really have helped me get my fucking hair back. Got a little bruise on my face. I don't know what the fuck caused that. Probably a cat or something. A little red mark. Anyway. All right. That's all the super chats. Appreciate that. Thank you, everybody who supported the show tonight. It means a lot. Love you guys. You are amazing. And check the regular chat real quick before we end the show. $2. Damn, LO. Shit fail. I sent you sent you $2. It's all I can give for now. I appreciate that. Every little bit helps. Thank you for that. Means a lot. It would be great if the YouTube elites and smaller channels would band together to make their own tube or vision service. Take people from Google's corrupt company and compel the advertisers to go there. It would be nice, but the problem is like people are used to YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, and it's really hard to get them to go to other sites. Even if they have content on there they want to see, they just won't migrate over to it. I've tried putting shit on my own channel or having my own blogs and stuff. It just doesn't work, so it sucks. So what you gonna do? Take our passport. People like that need to stay the fuck out of the public. Yeah, but I mean, you don't need a passport to fly domestically. So don't know if that would help too much. The world is fucked. The world is absolutely fucked. Love you too, Dusty. Appreciate that. I love cats. I have 6 of my own. Well, thank you for your service. I can absolutely say that. You guys are heroes. Heroes. All right, we're at the regular chat. All right, guys, I'm out. We can argue again come Friday. All right, thanks for joining me, Ben Porter. Appreciate that. Dusty is younger than me, and he's gray, and I'm not. I've been solid white since I was 22 years old. I've been dyeing my hair for 20 years now. So, about time I just let it go all natural. Kid Rock poisoned 90s music so badly that people end up thinking Creed sounded good. I know, right? Terrible musician. Corpulent Kitty Katana. I know, Fat Tana. She's a fat baby, that's for sure. Tubby Tabby, big old fat kitty, but she's spoiled. What can you do? One of our 2 torties. She looks like a giant version of Baby Yoda. I don't know where Baby Yoda is. I will show you how similar they look, but I don't know where the fuck she's at. The rich have not changed outside of them being worse than they were in Marxist times. Thanks for the stream. This was a great one. I appreciate it. I had a good time, folks. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I love you guys so much. Be sure to go subscribe to the new channel. Shut the fuck up, Dusty. Be sure to go subscribe to the new channel, please. There's a link in the description. Be sure to watch the video on the new channel. Help me build up my hours. And if you can, if you're able, please consider supporting the show on Patreon. I'd like to do at least 2 shows a week, and you guys support is the only way I'm able to keep doing this. So patreon.com/Skycast. $1 or $2. It doesn't take much. Like, every little bit adds up. So just if you can afford $1 or $2 a month, if a bunch of you can do that, then that's what we need. Really appreciate that. I'll be back on Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. As usual, might do another show in the week if a whole bunch of shit happens. I might do another show Wednesday, but we're just going to plan for Friday for now, so stay tuned for that. Love you guys. So much love. It's an honor to entertain you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being the best audience on YouTube. You guys have a good week. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you on Friday. Good night, everybody. Love and logic to every one of you. See you soon. Thank you for the donation, Eric Moyer. Take my Corona free coin. Appreciate that.